Hey, y'all. Today's episode is just the meditation here for your daily practice. If you want more context, you want the talk before the practice, visit the previous episode. If you're ready to practice with me now, pop your headphones in, get a comfy seat, and let's go. Welcome. You are listening to Our Mindful Nature, a podcast helping healers and those searching for healing respond to anxiety, overwhelm, or depression with nature-inspired meditations for better mental health. I'm your host and meditation teacher, Meryl Arnett. This podcast is recorded from my live Monday night meditation class. If you would like to access today's meditation practice or nature soundscape as a standalone audio file for your daily use, please subscribe to my newsletter at merylarnett.com. All right, y'all, grab a cup of tea, pop in your headphones, and find a comfy seat. Let's practice. Go ahead and find a seat. If you've already been seated, give yourself a moment just to wiggle around, make sure blood's flowing through your legs. And let your hands rest down onto your lap, palms face down. When you're ready, you can let your eyes close. Take this first moment just to simply feel yourself here. To feel yourself, in essence, at the bottom of your own crystal river. Allowing your body to settle into the cushion or chair beneath you. And when you're ready, drawing a deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling a sigh out of the mouth. And we'll do that once more. Inhaling deeply, really fill up your belly, your lungs, your ribs. Nice full exhale out of the mouth, let it all go. And allowing your breath to flow. Taking time to simply savor just those first few breaths in and out. Allowing there to be a sweetness and an ease to the way that you sit, the way that you breathe, and the way that you talk to yourself as you practice. And we'll start our practice, as always, just by silently saying, "Now is my time to meditate." Now is my time to meditate. And as that intention settles into your mind, into your body, you might decide today to also add, if I continue to cling, I might die of boredom. So I will let go. So I will let go. And you let go of any need to control or shape your breath. You get to just sit and breathe. And you'll let go of any need to hold your body up in a certain shape or in a certain way. And perhaps you can feel your body just melt down into the supports beneath it. Letting all the edges of the body soften. So that everything feels smooth and rounded. And you allow for a subtle lift and length in your spine, creating a nice path of flow inside your body. And the shoulders might drop back and down. And the crown of the head reaches up. Allowing all the muscles of the face to let go. Perhaps you can even feel from the center of your head out in all directions. A sense of letting go. And from the center of the throat out in all directions. A sense of letting go. And from the center of the heart out in all directions. A sense of letting go. And from the center of the belly, letting go. And from the floor of the pelvis, let go. And our breath flows. And our body rests smooth and rounded. And as we breathe, we call to mind the experience of wind. We know this one. We know the sound, we know the texture, the feel. And we invite the element of wind to sweep through the inside of our bodies. Leaving no corner untouched. And as the wind sweeps through us, drying us out, clearing us out. If you'd like, you could silently say the seed sound. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Allowing wind to move through. One more minute here. And gradually we feel the wind fading away. And our awareness drops down to the center of the belly. And it's here that we feel that first spark of fire. A fire not meant to destroy, but rather to rejuvenate, to free up what is most needed. And so our breath fans the flame, with a sense of safety and a sense of trust to allow that fire to burn through you. Perhaps you see it, perhaps you hear it or you smell it. Allow the fire to burn. Burning away what's no longer needed, what's no longer serving, while allowing the richness of those lessons to remain. As we breathe and we burn, you might silently say to yourself, rum, 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 rum. Rum, 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 rum. Rum, 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 rum. And gradually those flames begin to die. Maybe you see those last remnants of smoke. And you allow all the nutrients of that ash to fall towards the floor. And your breath flows. And your awareness drops down right between the navel and the pelvic floor. The center of gut, of intuition, creativity. The waters of the womb. And you breathe and you let go into that flow of water. Allowing water to follow its own path of least resistance. Enjoying the journey, the voyage, the adventure. The river delights in setting us free if only we dare let go. And so we let go into the current of the water, and silently we say vam, 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 vam. I feel that flow of water, allowing it to settle a bit. Our awareness dropping down to the very base of the pelvis. And here against the earth, we feel earth. Rich, fertile soil. An earthiness that reminds us that constant growth is available. And so in whatever way you allow yourself to feel filled with earth, perhaps you see the rich dark soil or you smell it. You feel the balance between the heat of the sun and the cooling of the moon, the drying of the wind and the moisture of the water. All the elements landing us grounded and safe in earth. And it's here that we repeat Lam. Lam, 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 lam. Lam, 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 lam. Lam, 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 lam. And gradually we feel that interplay of all the elements within us. As you savor this last minute or so of silence and breathing, perhaps you'll just ask yourself, what would happen if I refused to cling? What would happen if I refused to cling? You feel your breath flow here. And without any need to tighten up, without any need to grasp hold, you might just wiggle your fingers and your toes, exploring your edges in a soft way. And gradually our breath deepens. When you're ready, you're going to draw your palms together in front of your heart like a prayer. And I think tonight, let's rub our hands together. Let's rub to feel heat and friction, to ground ourselves back in our body in the present moment. When your hands are nice and warm, just go ahead and cup them over your eyes for a moment. Just allow the heat from your hands to sink through skin, all the way towards the center of the brain, just reawakening and enlivening you. With your hands over your eyes, you might blink your eyes open, letting the first bit of light seep in. And then your hands fall away and the practice comes to a close. Thank you. Thanks for listening to Our Mindful Nature. If you would like to receive today's meditation practice and nature soundscape as standalone audio files for your daily practice, please subscribe to my newsletter at merylarnett.com. It's free and you'll receive a new practice each week. Our Mindful Nature is recorded on Muskogee land and is produced with the support of Nick McMahon and Brianna Nielsen. Deep gratitude is offered to acoustic ecologist Nick McMahon and Gordon Hempton for the use of their nature field recordings in many of these episodes. We release a mini episode that's just the meditation, no chatter beforehand, every Monday. And every Thursday, we release a full episode with a meditation class or interview. I look forward to practicing with you again soon.